If you are looking for a cheap robot vacuum cleaner, in this small video we are going to discuss the most important things that you have to consider before buying your first robot vacuum cleaner. The first one is how big is the room and what do you want the robot vacuum cleaner to clean. If we, for example, take a house of 70 square meters, then you can take the calculation that 70 square meters is going to take around 85 minutes to clean. So how bigger the room, the longer the robot vacuum cleaner is going to take before everything is done. You can calculate in that way. The room is, for example, very big, 120 square meters, for example 120, it takes 150 minutes to clean. So make sure before you're buying a robot vacuum cleaner that the robot is capable of cleaning all that at once. Then we are going to talk about the suction power. In the robot vacuum cleaner world you call it PA, PE stands for Pascal. That's like the suction power. The bare minimum is at least 4,000 or 5,000. Why? Because if you, for example, have like pet hair or sand in the room, you need a stronger power than, for example, only dust. So if you take into account that the robot vacuum cleaner that you are willing to buy has 5,000, that's enough. Then we are going to talk about, and that's very important and everybody misses it, but that's the filter. You got like a MIF filter, that's a very small filter that's going to clean out the air for 40%. So what will happen to the other 60%, you maybe ask? That's going to back in the air and you are getting, for example, the dust that is on the desk, for example, you're getting that back because it's going to get sucked up in the air. It's also very bad for your health. That's why you always have to go for an HEPA filter. Why? Because that will clean out the air for 99.9%. So you get a cleaner air and also a cleaner floor, of course. Then a lot of robot vacuum cleaners can only suck up dust, but it's also possible that you have like a robot vacuum cleaner that is going to suck up dust. Normally you're getting like 2 of these reservoirs, maybe 1, but at our company you get like 2. One is for the dust. It's a very big one, a 680 milliliters. It's also because of the high PA, what we talked about before. The Pascal is like the pressure that is going to, the suction power, easy to say. It's going to also make like the dust very small, so you get like a thick piece and it can suck up a lot more dust because of that, because of the PA of 10,000, for example the C100 or for example the C150 has a PA around 12,000. Then we got like this one, it's the same as this, so you can collect dust over here, but it can also mop. We got here a rubber coating, we can put it off, and over here you can put water in it. Also with, for example, some green soap, it's natural, it's better, but you can also use whatever you are using in home right now. You can fill it up, it's like 680 milliliters. When the water is in here, you have like an electronic system that is over here. It's like 3 dots and it's going to give out water based on the floor. If you, for example, have like a wooden floor, wood suck up a little bit of water, and then the robot knows, okay, this is a wooden floor, we have to give out more water so everything is clean. If, for example, have like a PVC or just a hard floor, then the water volume is a lot less. That's also one very important thing to take into account before buying a cheap robot vacuum cleaner. Then the next thing is the accessories. A robot vacuum cleaner is the same like a car. You have to make sure that everything is getting replaced like every 3 months. Then I'm only talking about the HEPA filter or the MIF filter. Otherwise, the motor in the robot, it can overheat and you don't want that. So that's very important thing, that the brand where you're going to buy also sells accessories. Otherwise, you're using a robot vacuum cleaner, for example, a year, and then it's broken because you can't get, for example, the HEPA or the MIF filters. So that's also a very important thing to mention. Also one, it's very basic, but of course the reviews. The higher the ranking, the better it is. And that's all. We of course have cheap robot vacuum cleaners, medium and also the high end. You can also look it up. We got good reviews and all the points before mentioned. We have that.